So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. We're back with a rare video. I know, the videos these days, my content has so drastically just gone. It really has. But I'll be honest with you folks, the reason why I'm not putting out videos, I'm just not enjoying playing anything right now, apart from like, you know, Hogwarts or something different. But regarding FIFA and eFootball, they're not giving me any incentive to come back and play it. And you guys know my thoughts on FIFA. It is what it is. I always say it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And we're just going to have to live with it. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing you guys can do. I know we want to see Master League, right? I know we want to see it. But I will state this much. Don't put out a half-assed mode. If we have to wait a year, a whole year, that's 12 months, for Master League, then so be it. I'll wait for it. But if you're going to make us wait a year for it, you better produce something that is damn good, Konami. Otherwise, we are not going to like it. Anyway, let's just dive into this. I don't know which way the video is going to go, but you know me. We go this way, we go that way. First things first, the live update's out. There it is, beautiful graphic. Way, hey, hey. Now, the files themselves were coming in at a hefty amount, should we say. 8 gig on the PS5, which isn't mad big, but 50 gig on the PS4 because it's not really compressed very well, and then 45 gig on the Xbox X as well. So there you go. That's just some information about that. Now, as we move forward, this is obviously what we're going to be talking about, is the kind of roadmap that Konami have come out with, which, well, the thing about this, right, the problem with these and like Konami doing this is, look, I've got nothing against, and I want Konami to be very transparent. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's happening, right? When's this coming? When's that coming? But they keep changing their mind. We've already had a roadmap that initially, mobile controller compatibility, which as you can see, it's at the bottom there, that was meant to be out last year. But we haven't seen anything like that. And now they're putting it back into, oh, it's going to come in the future. Well, if that's the case, everything's going to be coming in the future. Anyway, here we go. So, spring schedule for 2023. Now, spring is what, like March, April time, whatever. They've got a few things coming. So, you've got the additional player slots in My Team. Okay, fine. Keep adding more stuff. We're not going to complain about that. New feature for users to add player skills to existing players. I like that one. Thank you, because I did mention this the other day. Like, certain players, they need to be able to add new skills. Like, Garnacho right now is a very good super sub. Every time he comes on for United, he generally gets an assist or even a goal. So to be able to do that is a very nice addition, and thank you. We will start adding our own kind of player skills. We'll see how it works. Like, can you reset them? Can you get rid of some? Do you just have to enable, an extra? I don't know, but we'll see. Additional items for player contract renewal and ways to obtain them. I haven't had any issues with contracts yet, mainly because I just don't play the game enough. But obviously, when you do renew them, they are not cheap. They are going to cost a lot. And it could be a good chunk of GP going. So fair enough. They're adding that. Now, the schedule for the summer of 2023. Now, summertime, I mean, I live in Florida. So for me, the summertime is literally from March till November, but that's not normal. So summertime is obviously going to be June, July, maybe August, May, probably not May. I'd probably say June, July, probably July. New feature for users to reset progression points using GP. This is a very nice addition. Once again, being able to reset stuff and do it your own way. It has to be done, right? Because eFootball 24 is going to be coming out at the end of the year or whenever. And then what? Everything's going to transition over. You're not going to have to start again. But if you can't reset those progression points, what are you going to do? Buy a whole new player and redo the whole thing? It's a pain in the backside. So yes, finally, that's nice to have. An additional number of substitutes for Dream Team. Can't complain about that. Why not? You got to be able to add more players, because there isn't enough. And then as we move down, right, this is the main part. Apart from the aforementioned features, we're also planning to add the following features in the future. Now it's gone from a specific date to in the future. We'll be providing further information in due course. Please stay tuned. And then, of course, they have Master League mode right there in your face. Co-op mode, edit mode. Additional selectable teams and authentic team, which no one cares about. Cross-platform compatibility, still haven't seen that. Cross-platform compatibility between console and mobile, that's going to be a disaster, I'm sure. And then mobile controller compatibility, which if they did add that, I probably would try out the mobile version at least a little bit more. I can't stand using my phone. I need a controller in my hands to play football. As simple as that. So there it is. There is the confirmation that once again, Konami are changing their mind. Now, I mentioned this when I went to LA, right? The reason I went to the headquarters was just to get a feel for where they wanted to take eFootball. It was nothing to do with giving me select information or new information. It was just to showcase the game and basically say, look, this is what we want to do. We want to reach as many people as possible with eFootball, and I can guarantee you they've had more downloads, more people playing this game than they've ever had before, right? When you add up mobile support as well as the consoles and the PC, not that they can play together right now, but the facts are, even if you've downloaded this for an hour and then deleted it, you still tried it. And that could be enough for you to come back and try it again when there's a bigger update, right? When version 3 comes out, whenever that may be, there are going to be people that re-download the game and try it. Whether you spend money or not, you're still trying out a product that Konami are putting out. We can boycott, folks. We cannot spend money. I don't spend money on this game. If Konami give me coins, I use them, but I don't spend my hard-earned cash because I don't really, honestly, enjoy like collecting cards. For me, look, don't get me wrong, I love the Legends, right? And this is an honest discussion here. And let me know your thoughts as well. Just be real with me. And I know, by the way, my fan base is different to other people because you guys like the Master Leagues as opposed to more online. But I don't get excited with getting like different versions of Mbappe, right? Or Haaland. I don't really care about it. Legends is different. Like, yes, of course, I want to get Nistelrooy and Paul Scholes and those types of players because they're the rare players. But once I've played a few matches with them, I'd rather progress and evolve a team that isn't completely stacked. So this is why online doesn't interest me, because it is ultimately at this stage in time, at this time of stage, that doesn't work. It's a card collecting game with a couple events added to the side, and then they've got their, you know, the championship thing you can do as well, and that's fine, you know, for Twitch streamers and major YouTube streamers and streamers on a whole, that's great, that's content to put out. Someone like for myself, my channel is taking a massive hit because I'm not putting out the content anymore because I don't enjoy doing it. Last year, which wasn't the best year for me, 2021, I had just over 4 million views on my videos. 2022, I had just over 3 million. So I lost a million's worth of views because I'm not playing these games anymore. But this is the reason, you know, it's all over the place. And once again, yeah, they're listening to us as, you know, in a little bit, should we say, because that's not really good English. They're listening to us to a point. That's better, isn't it? Because they're adding stuff like this, right? And I know the likes of Barry from PES Uni and Spoonie have been giving them feedback, likewise myself, but, you know, they've been adding this stuff. Okay, but this is the stuff we want to see, the Master League, the co-op, and the edit mode. But remember, folks, we're not going to see Master League before we see some sort of edit mode. You can't have Master League before edit mode. It won't work. Konami need to give us, you know, the PES Uni folks and that, templates to create the kits so we can make it easy for you guys to go in there and install it. And then remember, edit mode, they've got to be able to enable you to go in there and import things like you could do in PES 21 and PES 20. All these things behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on. All we know is they are massively behind. That's a fact. There's no disputing that. Konami are behind on what they're doing. And when I spoke to them, they were at least 6 months. They're probably further behind. Right, moving on. Big update to the player database regarding some overalls, with some getting upgrades, some getting decreased and increased. And there is a look at just some of the players. So again, for me, this doesn't really interest me, but you know, for other people it will, because I don't play online enough. But by the way, I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I'm going to be sitting down and trying the gameplay. I played trial match last night, obviously while maintenance was happening. And I will say, I played Man United Arsenal and it felt so fast, like really fast. I was like, this has been sped up, but they've improved the responsiveness. But then when I played a South American match where it was like a 3-star team, it did feel a lot better. So I just don't want the game going FIFA way, you know, fast, arcadey, all over the shop. So friendly lobbies are available for matches with normal teams. 90 plus real club teams available in total, such as Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, da-di-da-di-da-di. But yeah, once again, I mean, look, I will play you. I do want to play you guys, like a subscriber thing, sure. But, you know, friend lobbies and a trial match is just a complete waste of time. It really is. Who's playing trial match, realistically? Right, more 5-star player upgrades as well. So the likes of Cavalier, Gavi, and Musiala, this guy's an absolute baller. Baller, Man United, snap him up. Guy's an animal. Moving on further, we've got a free legend. So you can get a free legend right now. If you sign in, get one of the free ones below. You've got the likes of Zico, Romario, Roberto Carlos, who I already have, Elber, Denilson. You've got Babito, Cafu, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho. So some tasty players there if you want. And once again, this is what Konami do. They give you a free legend, and in your mind, it's all mind games. You're thinking, ooh, I want a legend. Who doesn't want a legend, right? They're legends. They're called legends for a reason. Moving on. Right, next, new legend managers as well. So we've got Guardiola pack. We've got the Cruyff pack. That was already there. And then the Cannavaro pack as well. Wasn't Cannavaro already there? I think Guardiola's the only real new one there because I think I already bought these two as well with the coins that Konami gives me. I don't buy them myself. Not happening. There's a new match pass, as we know. Have they put the coins up again? Because they keep putting the value up. But yeah, match pass. I mean, you're not going to complain about match pass, right? Because it's free stuff. You play a game, you get some free stuff. Way. And then moving on further, new players in the eFootball point shop. So we have the likes of Hazard in there, Cuadrado, Chalobah, and Filippo Inzaghi. All around 5,000 points if you want to buy them. And then moving on, the gameplay side of things. Now, there is a lot of gameplay things, and I'm not going to sit here and go through all of these because I just think it's boring. Honestly, you guys have probably even seen that. Like, I used to cover all the news for these games. Even I can't be asked to do that anymore. I've just lost me love. I've lost me love for football games. Yeah, because they're rubbish right now. All right, so one thing I did want to actually go over was this. And the reason I want to show you this one is because they actually have examples of what they've addressed. Now, this is nice. This is nice, Konami. This is what I want to see. So as we go down, they have done this. So as you can see, the dribbling maneuverability enhancement. So you've got before the update, where you can see the players are kind of all over the shop. The players are just running into each other. And then after the update, it's apparently a little bit smoother. Well, we just shot the ball there. And then they'll have a before and after for you to look at. But look, at least they're showing you. As you can see, I don't know what happened to his left leg there. What happened there? Don't really know. I wish you could actually look at it. But anyway, there's another example. Once again, it's just, I guess flowage, there's a word for you. It's a little bit more flowy between the players. I will put out a video as well regarding the CPU because I still don't think that AI in this game are very good, especially on like Superstar. They high press you. They don't really seem to keep their shape at times, and it doesn't even look like a football match a lot of the times. They're playing a rugby match. But yeah, as you can see, I like this. They are showing you the before, the after, and you can get a bit more of a flavor of, you know, what exactly was going on. There was a lot of collisions before the update, and it was just generally a mess. The response enhancement. So, as you can see, this was a big problem. You would power up the bar and they still wouldn't cross it or shoot the damn ball before it got to the byline. Well, now, as you can see there, they took a few little steps, stutter steps, to get ready to whip that ball in. So on the left-hand side, you can see, just whip it in. Here he's taking the little steps and he gets the ball in before it goes off. So those things that are being addressed, fantastic. Sort it out, Konami. Obviously, we want to see these enhancements and improve the game as a whole, as long as it's not speeding the game up too much. But yeah, once again, the before and after, shooting after trapping, a little bit more zippier, a little bit more quickier. Beautiful. As we scroll down further, we have enhanced effect of acrobatic finishing. So as you can see, the before and the after, they've increased the frequency and the accuracy. Well, don't increase the frequency too much, but there were times in the game where the ball would be in that position, yeah, and they would try a header. Like, who's heading the ball in the 18-yard box when you're facing the other direction? But going for a specialty there, that makes more sense. So it's, again, nice to see they have added that. And those were the 3 videos that they kind of put out. I'm not going to go over all the features. I'm not. It's going to make the video way too long and honestly boring for you guys. If you want to find out, go and watch plenty of other channels, what they've added. I mean, I'll go through the additional features because it's kind of short and sweet. So they've added the friend match, as we were talking about. An authentic team where users can play online matches with a mate. They've updated selectable teams under trial match. Okay. They've added a new feature where you can select the order of penalty takers based on their stats and condition before a penalty shootout. Well, how many penalty shootouts do you get? But fair enough, at least they've added it. Added a filter function for reserves in game plan. Okay, good. They've added a new feature in special player list under contract where users can sign multiple players at once. And they've added a new filter options in My Team. So at least they're adding things. Okay, they're just not adding game modes. And then, you know, the iOS, Android's kind of the same. The usual spiel here, where they've updated a new stadium, the Estadio Akron. They've updated the player roster for some clubs in Brazil. And then they've updated team data, player photos, graphics, photos for managers, kits, stadium graphics, boots, commentary, photos, you know. Once again, it would be nice for them to state which ones, because I have no idea which kits have you updated, Konami? You know, which boots have been added? Which graphics for stadiums? Give us a little bit more transparency regarding that. And then new season updates as well. So they have the following leagues have been updated. Brazilian, Chilean, the Japanese, the US of A, as well as the Argentinian and the Colombian. Have all been done, and they've discontinued a license, so the Chilean team has got the axe. They weren't having it anymore, folks. They got rid of them. So the player license data will still be available, though. That's just the club, national, I don't know. They probably lost the, you know, the kits and all that stuff. And then they talk about the gameplay stuff, but as I said, I'm not going over this. It's too long, and honestly, I'll play the game tomorrow on live stream, and we'll test it out. But there's been the usual adjustments where they've implemented this, that, and the other. And as I said, it felt like they'd sped things up a little bit. But hopefully not too much. Just fix the gameplay that's broken. The referees are still pants. There's no talk of the refs because they've done absolutely nothing. And then there's global improvements as well. So in contracts, so that the signing message and little minimal things and this, that, and the other. And then they've eliminated a few bugs as well. And that's it. So that's all I'm going to talk about. Honestly, focus more on obviously the edit mode of the Master League. But I'm not surprised. I mentioned this before, didn't I? That they were 6 months behind. So there's no chance. It's just... The frustrating thing is they keep saying things and then changing their mind all the time. You know, they had a roadmap and then they changed the roadmap. Now we've got another kind of roadmap that's saying, you know, in the future. We haven't even got a date now. Now it's just in the future. But don't put out Master League or edit mode and it's going to be half-assed, Konami. Please, for the love of the game, for the love of us, just don't do it, okay? You've got to put something out we're going to want to play, and something that blows us away, which I'm not holding hope for, but we'll find out. And remember, the end of the year is December 31st. They could put this stuff out in December, and technically it's still 2023, but I'm not holding any hope. And we'll just play it by ear. That's all we can do, folks. But anyway, let me know your thoughts below. Are the changes good? Let me know how it feels, because I haven't played it online yet, but I will play it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Tune in at around 5:15 Eastern Time, 10:15 Greenwich Mean Time, and we'll give it a bash. But until next time, subscribe for more, and take care.